Hi guys, welcome to the channel. This is a quick fire review of the newest Hot Toys Darth Maul 2.0. This just arrived in Hong Kong today and I picked it up, and this is going to be a very quick review. I'm gonna just show you everything that comes with the figure and tell you my quick thoughts and share some poses at the end of the video. So let's just get started at all the accessories. I really like this art box. Hot Toys Star Wars boxes are kind of this standard box that kind of looks like this, you know, quite a simple box that has the figure at the front, and then this slip cover is really nice. So here's a quick look at all the accessories. I've already attached these two swishing blades on top on this USB powered hilt. It comes with two of these single blades. It has this, which he wore in the desert when he had the droid. This I've attached onto the pole, and it looks very nice, but it's fragile. I think I'm going to keep this in the box. And then it comes with nicely painted and weathered binoculars. And then it comes with this, where you can split this in two and then attach this on the other end to make it look as if he's holding half a hilt. And then he comes with 10 pieces of hands, and he has these look like sort of force gesture hands, relaxed pair of hands. It has a right-handed binocular holding hand, but this looks quite difficult for it to hold. I tried it quite briefly, and the texture on the hands look very nice. It looks very nicely painted. And then a left lightsaber holding hand, and then another pair of relaxed hands, and I have him holding his double-hilted lightsaber and one left fist. But before we talk about the figure, let me just put this to one side. I am quite a fan of this base. I know people have commented saying that this base footprint is quite large, but I think it works quite nicely, and I think this is the base that is of the ending, the Duel of Fates scene at the end, and this is, you know, bendable so you can stretch it. And this waist clamp, I am a fan of it, actually. And you can see that there is some kind of like cushiony parts to it so that it protects the figure when it's got quite a good force behind it. Now onto the figure. This definitely has some presence towards it. You can see that it stands very well. I should have added that this figure came with the cloak, which I have already put on him. and it was a little bit of a pain, so I'm gonna leave it on. And the material feels really good. There are some wires in these parts here, and does it have anything? Not on the cloak, but it has some on his kind of lapels here. You can see that it kind of bends. Oh, actually, there is a bendable wire at the edge of this part, but mine was coming out at the end, so I had to push it up. So be careful about that. And there is a part here where you can attach his lightsaber hilt. Yeah, so I'm hoping that this, I don't think is leather. It's probably pleather, that it lasts for some time. So I spent some time playing around with it, and there is one annoying bit, which is the articulation in the arms. I can't seem to get his arms to go forward. It kind of is a bit of a struggle, so I just, I just kind of have it in kind of simple. I mean, like, kind of like laterally, it's fine. It can definitely go like this, but you can't have his arms kind of straight forward. It's a pain. So I just wanted to just show you that. I'm trying it right now and I'm still having trouble. So I'm just gonna leave that there. So that is the only really annoying part for me. But with my figures, I don't do too much dynamic posing. I like to leave them in kind of museum poses and have them looking very nice like this. I'm going to show a close-up of the sculpt in a moment, but first I want to just put this hood up because I really like the look of this hood. And there are wires in the hood, so you can make him look really badass. I hope I'm doing that correctly and he doesn't look silly with an oversized hood. So I don't know, maybe you guys tell me if that looks good or not. Okay. Now I'm gonna show you a close-up of the sculpt. And the sculpt to me looks incredible. They also have his earring there, so that's a nice bit of detail, which he left in his ear during the movie. I really like this figure stands well. I've had some figures which had wobbly legs and you just concerned that it falls over, but this one is very good. Now let's take a look at the angry sculpt. I think I prefer his more iconic neutral looking sculpts, but this one looks good. Let's see. Maybe I'll interchange that sometimes with this sculpt. One little negative point is that these spikes look very fragile and are quite sharp, and I really like the hooded look, but to avoid damage, I think I'm going to leave him just with his hood down. His boots look very good. It's sculpted plastic and it has some ankle movement. And I've already turned on the USB lightsaber just to show you how bright this thing is. And let me just turn off the lights so that you get a better idea. So I've turned some of the lights off. I've left a little bit of light just to show you that this thing is very bright. Kind of the same very saturated red as the Return of the Jedi Darth Vader lightsaber, which looks really good. I don't have CCFLs, but to me, I'm very satisfied with this one. Just showing you guys some poses. You know, I'm not the greatest poser. I'm still learning, but this figure is a treat to play around with and bend the limbs and get into all kinds of poses. And as I said a few times in this review, he stands very well. He has good balance. While changing the head, I was very nervous about breaking anything. It was not a fun thing to do. And then the last pose, I wanted to show you him swinging his blade, the double-sided one with the lights on, and I think it looks amazing. This looks so cool. I'm not a huge Star Wars collector, but there are a couple that I would definitely get if they were Star Wars characters. Darth Maul and Darth Vader, and pretty much only the bad guys, the Sith Lords. When you're changing the head, I would line up the peg and then just push the top down. And you have to be very fragile with this figure because it seems like a lot of things could easily break, like those horns and this droid thing. Even the blades, when you're trying to pull them out, be very careful with it. But this concludes the review. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.